Hi, boys and girls. Today in reading, we are going to be talking about making inferences. Inferences is kind of a tricky reading skill, and you're going to be working on it all the way up 5th grade and even onward. But it's actually a lot of fun too. I really like inferencing and inferring. So let's talk about what this big word means, okay? So here's my nice little anchor chart, making inferences. So first you have to start with your schema, and it's been a while since we talked about schema. So let me kind of remind you. Your schema is what you already know in your head. So here's this little girl and she's thinking. It's what she already knows in her head. So you take your schema, what you already know, and you add to it the text evidence or the clues you get from the book or the story, or in today's case, a picture, okay? And then you can make an inference, okay? An inference is like a decision. Something like, I infer, or perhaps this, or maybe this, okay? So I've printed off some pictures, and we are going to practice making inferences about the pictures by using our schema, the text evidence, which in this case is a photograph, and then make a decision about it. And then you're going to end up doing the exact same thing. I have one picture for you, and I want you to make an inference about what happened in that picture. All right? So here we go. These are kind of small. My printer was being kind of silly, so I'm going to show you one at a time. So here's the first picture I want you to look at. So it's a boy. Looks like he's eating. I see some broccoli, maybe French fries, something else. So I'm looking at the picture, right? And I'm going to think about my schema. I know, well, I see that the boy's got his hand kind of like this, right? So I know that when people have their hand like that and their face looks like that, that they're not really excited, or maybe they're sad or frustrated. And I know that he's not actually eating his food. He's kind of looking at it. So I can make the decision based on my schema that when kids are looking at their food like that, they either don't like it. That's my first inference. This kid does not like what is on his plate. That's an inference. Because I looked at the picture and I thought about what I know about kids that look like that, and I decided that he probably doesn't want to eat what's on his plate. Or maybe he's not hungry. That's another inference. I can look at the boy and think, maybe he's not hungry, because I know kids that look like that are not hungry. So I made two inferences. He doesn't like what's on his plate, or he's not hungry. And I used my schema, what I know about kids that look like that, and what I saw from the picture to make a decision. Okay, let's do another one. This one's kind of hard to tell because it printed in black and white. So it's a pair of feet, and they're pink. You can't tell that they're pink, but they're also partly white. This part that goes up and back over is white, but the rest of them is pink. So I know when feet look like that, they are sunburnt, okay? So I just made an inference. I know when feet are pink. Here, feet. Pink feet is the text evidence. I saw pink feet. I know when feet look pink like that, inference, they are sunburnt. But I can even make a better, stronger inference. Look at the shape of the sunburn and where the white part is. Okay? I know, text evidence, there's white parts in a weird shape on his feet, right? I know that that shape is the shape of flip-flops. That's from my schema. That's what I know. It didn't tell me that he had flip-flops on here, but I could make that guess because of the clues. So my inference is that this person was wearing flip-flops when they got a sunburn. Okay? Let's look at another one. This one's pretty funny. I like this one a lot. Okay? So, in this picture, I see two girls and two boys on a roller coaster. Here's one boy, here's the other boy. I think he's a boy, I can't really tell. But they're on a roller coaster. I know they're on a roller coaster because I know the shape of this and I can see the track behind them and this little bar across. So I know they're on a roller coaster, okay? So I actually had to use my schema to even know where they were, okay? Like I know what roller coasters look like. And I use the clues from the picture to make an inference that they're on a roller coaster. So that's even kind of an inference. But look at this boy in the front. Oh my goodness. Okay, text evidence. He's holding her hand. He's holding onto this. His eyes are open big, and his mouth is kind of like down. I can't even make my face do that. And kind of like a frown, but like this. So, all the things that I just described are what I saw. Those are the text evidence. What do I know about those things? When kids are holding on tight and their mouth is like this and their eyes are big, I know that they are scared. That kid is terrified on that roller coaster. That's an inference. I know that roller coasters go fast. I know how this kid looks. I can see those things from the picture, the text evidence. My inference is that he's terrified. Here's another picture. This is our last one. So looking right at the text, or in this case the picture, what do I see? I see a little girl. I can tell she's young. I see a piano, and she is asleep. Okay? I'm using the things that I saw, the text evidence, and my schema. I know when kids fall asleep in weird places, they are either super duper tired or bored with what they're doing. And when I see a piano, it makes me think about piano lessons, because kids, when you see them with pianos, makes me think of piano lessons. So that's my schema there. So I'm going to put the two together, the schema, what I know, the text evidence, what's in the picture, and make a decision. I think this little girl fell asleep during piano practice. There are good clues in the picture to support my inference or my decision, but it's just a guess, right? Inferences are guesses, but they're not random crazy guesses, right? I'm not guessing something crazy like, oh, this girl just ran a marathon and then got really sick and passed out on the piano. No, there is no proof that she ran a marathon. There's no proof that she's sick, right? We just know she's tired because she's asleep. So you cannot infer more than the picture or the words tell you. You can't go way out. You have to make a guess that makes sense, okay? So you are going to be looking at a picture, just one picture, and tell me what you think based on what you see. You have to make a decision or an inference. I infer that this is what happened, all right? See ya.